Hi, this is Skylar Rodriguez. It's October 5th in 2017, and today I'm just going to show you guys how to digitally label a cell slide. So I'm going to just turn this around. Okay, so I already have my assignment up. Today I'm going to be labeling the pituitary gland. So I will label the acidophil cell, the basophil cell, and the nucleus of the pituitary. So what I like to do first is I don't use Word, I have Google Docs. So I'm going to open a new document. That way it's nice and ready for when I'm ready to start labeling. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my assignment. So what I like to do is highlight the picture that I'm going to be labeling. From there, I will just make it a little easier, just Control-C to copy. So that'll automatically copy the picture, and then I can go up to my new page. I'm going to insert that picture. So I just do insert, and then it'll go into drawings. From there, I will just do Control-V to paste, and it'll pop up once I click that. So now that my picture is up, I can start adding lines or arrows and exactly what I want to label, which cells I want to label, and then go from there. So as you can see, this cell has a lot going on. So what we have to do first is kind of divide it into the posterior and anterior cell sites. That will just make it easier for you to know what you're labeling. So we know in this area, this is the posterior area, and then this is the anterior area. So as far as where everything goes, the acidophil cell, the basophil cell, and the nucleus of the pituitary, they're all going to be in different areas. They're going to be looking different. Actually, the basophil cell and the nucleus of the pituitary, those two are a little bit, they're more similar looking than the acidophil cell, which makes sense. So what I'm going to do is, let me just get, where's that picture at? Sorry. Okay, so, okay, there it is. Okay, so we're going to go back to the drawing, and I'm going to show you guys how to label it now. So the first thing I like to do is get the text box with all the cells that I'm going to be using, or anything that I'm going to be labeling. So we're going to go to the text box. We're going to make a box, and we're going to type in what we need. So first we're going to need, let's see, we have the acidophil cell. So acidophil, sorry, it's a little hard to hold this with the acidophil cell. Okay, and then we're also going to do the basophil cell. So I'm going to just type that one in real quick. Okay, and then the last one we're going to use is I have to go back just to check the spelling. So I'm just going to copy and paste this. Okay. Well, I guess I could just copy and paste all this right here. Okay, so now we have what we're going to be labeling. Sorry if it's super shaky. I'm trying to get it all together. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3. So we have all of them. So now what we're going to do is add our lines or arrows. I like to just do lines. When I do arrows, I feel like it's just more movement, so it's just going to take up a little bit more time. So doing a line will be a little easier. So first I'm going to label the basophil cell, and if you look closely, the basophil cells are the more rounded, ovalish, darkish purplish colors. So it's going to be in this area. Then you'll find the acidophil cells kind of like all in between. These are like the more pale, more fish colored like cell sites. And then the nucleus of the pituitary, like I said, it's similar to the basophil cells, so it's going to be like those little rounded spots on there, but they're a more pinkish, they're a lighter color than the basophil cells. So the basophil cells are like the dark circles. So let me label it for you. So I'm going to insert a line, and then I'm just going to select where I want it. So as far as the acidophil cells, I'll just pick one right here. So let me let this focus. So we're going to add the line. We're going to grab it, and then we're just going to put it in. I like to do it a little longer than the picture. That way you can identify exactly where it's at. Okay. So there's that one. I'm going to add another line, and I'm going to label the basophil cell. So if you look closely, there is a dark purplish rounded spot right there. That one will be the basophil cell, and then we're going to look for one that's a little lighter in color, which I can find right in this area. And then if it looks like there's too much on this side, sometimes I like to just bring the arrow over here. So it's going to be just a little longer than the picture. So I'm just going to kind of shorten those ones up. That way it's not taking up too much space. And then what I do is I grab the text, and I'll just scoot it over to where I need it. And then I kind of just like even it out. If you need to make the text bigger or smaller, you can do that as well by just selecting it and then just bringing the box in. So I'm going to do the same with all three. And just get this up a little bit. And then we're going to bring this last one right over here. We're going to get that nice and even with that line. So now you can see that they are labeled. Once they are labeled, you're going to save that, and it's automatically going to show the picture here. That way when you select it, it selects the entire thing. So from there, again, I'm just going to control and copy that. Then I'm going to come back to the assignment, and then I'm going to select this picture. Now that I don't need it, I'm just going to, if you just backspace, it takes it out. And then I can paste the one that I created. So Control V, and it'll pop up just like that. So now you have your labels, you have your text and your lines, and you just have to make sure that you get all your all the cells you need, anything that you really want to label, make sure it's all there. Once that's there, what I like to do is I always like to just save it just in case something happens. I mean, you always have like those computer troubles. So that's pretty much it. So just analyze your slide, make your text, make your arrows, and then put everything together. Okay, that's it. Thank you.